Good afternoon, third graders. I hope you are enjoying your virtual learning experience and all is well. I am Mrs. Polanco, the social worker from Blackwell, for those of you who may not know me. I am here today to share your SEL lesson. Your teachers have told me you've been working on conflict resolution, so we'll continue on there. So when thinking about conflict resolution, there are three important components to keep in mind. The first is identifying the conflict. The second is identifying your emotions during that conflict and how that affects your problem solving. And then the third component is coming up with respectful and positive solutions to resolve the conflict. So let's start at the first step. What is a conflict? A conflict really is anything. And we have many conflicts throughout our day. It is any time you have a difference of opinion or have a different want or need than somebody else and you don't feel good about it. So it's like a small problem or it can be a very large problem. So when we talk about having them multiple times a day, think of it this way. It could be at home and you want to watch a special program on TV, but your brother wants to watch something else. You have a conflict of opinion. Now you got to resolve it. Or maybe in the classroom, you're doing a group project and you want to paint the sky blue, but your peer wants to paint some gray in it to make it look rainy like today. You have a conflict. You have to come up with a resolution. So as I said, a conflict really is anytime you have a difference of opinion. One of the areas that we tend to have a lot of conflicts that sometimes could blow up a little bit bigger on us is at recess time. So for that example, I'm going to create a situation where I'm a student and I'm having a conflict with my best friend, Patty. Here's the scenario. We are walking to school today. I'm really excited. I can't wait till recess time. We decide we're going to play at the park. Go into class, do shared reading, guided reading, writing. Really excited. Finally, the lunch bell rings. I run out to recess and my friend Patty walks up and says, "I'm sorry, I'm going to play soccer today with my classmates. I want to be part of the soccer team next month at Schaumburg Park District, and I want to practice my skills. My friend and I are now in conflict. We have a difference of opinion about what we should do at recess." Moving to step 2, our emotions. So a lot of times when the conflict involves something that is really disappointing, it's hard not to let our emotions take over on us. Some of the emotions I might be feeling is sad that my friend doesn't want to play with me at the park. Maybe angry because she's changed her mind about what she's going to do at recess. Maybe lonely. I'm wondering, does she still want to be my friend? So now my emotions are coming into it, and how I handle my emotions will have a lot to do with how we resolve the conflict. But just like I'm having emotions, my friend is having some emotions too. What do you think Patty might be feeling? Stop and think about it for a second. I bet Patty is probably feeling maybe a little guilty because she had promised that she'd play with me during recess and now she's changed her mind. Maybe she's even feeling a little angry because she feels as a friend she shouldn't have to pick between playing with me and wanting to practice soccer. So we have a conflict. Moving into our problem-solving stage, our conflict resolution stage. This is the critical part. How we manage our emotions and how we come up with ways to solve it. So the first thing I would suggest is using those old I statements. because you don't want to be blaming your friend or accusing your friend, because then your friend's going to become defensive. So I might say to Patty, Patty, I feel really sad that we're not going to get to play together at recess time, because I was really looking forward to it. It's all about how I was feeling. What do you think Patty's I statement might be like? Can you take a second to think about it? Patty might say, I feel guilty going to play soccer, but I really want to get better at it. But I don't want to disappoint you. So at this point, we're already talking about how we care about each other's feelings, but also that we're having feelings. And that moves us into our problem-solving stage. So when coming up with some solutions, it's always best if we can find compromises. Compromise is a hard skill. It's hard to let go of what we want and come up with a solution that works for both of us. But a compromise will lead usually to a win-win situation versus I won, you didn't play soccer, and now you're with me only. Because how do you think Patty's still going to be feeling? Maybe a little angry that she's not getting to do what she wants, right? So when we are compromising, it's always a good idea to brainstorm, just like you do during your writing projects. Brainstorm some ideas that would work for both. So one of my compromises might be, hey, Patty, what if I join you for soccer for 10 minutes and then we go play at the park? Patty might say, hey, how about if you go play at the park with Debbie? I'll play soccer for 10, 15 minutes, and then I'll come join you guys. A third solution might be, how about if I play soccer, you play at the park with Debbie, and then after school, we could get together and play at the park. Because really what the end goal is I want to play with my friend. So then my friend and I will figure out which solution will work the best, and we have a healthy solution that we're all happy about. That is the end of our conflict resolution review. Now I would love to have you participate in a little activity that I think you may enjoy. You will find a link to a fairy tale, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Have you ever heard of it? They have a lot of conflicts going on, and we're going to help them to resolve them. So I would like you to first watch the video. And then when you are done watching the video, either on a separate piece of paper, maybe on the Google slide, or you could even record yourself, I would like you to answer the following 4 questions, please. Number 1, what do you think the main conflict is? Are there multiple conflicts? What are they? 2, what does each person in the fairy tale need or want? Don't forget about the bears and Goldilocks. 3, what do they feel about the conflict? What emotions are they all feeling? And then 4, can you suggest 2 or 3 resolutions that would help them to compromise to come to something that they could all agree on and be happy with? Now, remember, have fun with this. This is supposed to be a fun activity, but also it's a fairy tale. So be creative. But also, please remember respectful resolutions that are win-win for all. Thank you for letting me be part of your conflict resolution lesson today. I look forward to reading your responses or listening to your responses and providing feedback. Have a great day.